Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Utility Sports. Today, we're going to be talking about Zach Ertz and the Philadelphia Eagles, if they're going to find a move for him or not, and where I think some good fits could possibly be for the 30-year-old tight end at this point. But before we jump into today's video, I just want to urge you guys, hit that like button. Also, subscribe if you are new to Utility Sports. We're getting really close to 3,000 subscribers. You guys have been absolutely awesome. We have a jersey giveaway coming on the channel very soon here, so that's going to be something you guys want to stick around for sure. And have a shot at winning if you like today's video, and subscribe. That'll put you possibly into the running for winning that jersey down the line, so that'll be something you want to monitor. And now let's jump into what Jeremy Fowler from ESPN is here saying today. Talks on a potential Zach Ertz trade have been ongoing for quite some time, but fairly quiet as of late. At least 3 tight end needy teams have looked into Ertz' situation. Eagles have made clear that they won't part for nothing in return, making a release very unlikely. Things could pick up back this week, and I think that's exactly kind of what I was expecting as well. He did report that today. And looking at Zach Ertz in general, he's a quality tight end. Now, he had a very down year this past year in 2020. Just didn't have quite a season that you expect from a guy who's been an all-pro type of player in the past. Only played in 11 games. Caught only half of his targets. That's the most alarming number to me. Was targeted 72 times, only caught 36 balls, had less than 400 yards. Just not the prototypical season we expect from Zach Ertz. And he's getting up there in age. Like I mentioned, he's going to be 31 for next season. He'll be an age 31 player at tight end now. Tight end's one of those positions where you play a little longer. His play style, I'm not super concerned about his athleticism. You're looking at more of a blanket tight end, someone who's going to catch a lot of balls underneath, run a bunch of option routes about 5 to 10 yards downfield. It's not like he's a vertical threat. It's not like Darren Waller when he'll age. There'll be a little bit of a drop off in his athleticism. Zach Ertz, his game wasn't predicated off of athleticism, so I don't have quite the concerns. But of course, the situation in Philadelphia not lending its hand to his success last year either. Dallas Goedert's going to take over as the full-time tight end there. And there's just a lot of question marks for that Eagles team moving forward. New quarterback coming in. Carson Wentz is out, obviously, to Indiana. So where are some great possibilities for Zach Ertz to land in the future? I want to talk about a few in this video for sure. I think one very interesting one that not a lot of people are talking about at this point is the Buffalo Bills. Now, I know they don't have a lot of cap space. They're going to have to make some things work there if they wanted to pull off a trade. But I think giving Josh Allen maybe one of these blanket tight ends would be an interesting addition. Cole Beasley, obviously great on the slot. They added in Emmanuel Sanders as well, and we know how great Stephon Diggs is. Adding in a tight end that could maybe be a little reliable underneath. I know they got Dawson Knox there. They've got a few other options as well, but I think Ertz is definitely an upgrade there, especially on some of those option routes I was talking about from 5 to 15 yards down the field. I think he gives them a little bit of a different dynamic there in Buffalo potentially. Another team that I think really needs to be monitoring this is the New York Jets. I think Zach Ertz could be a real help to Zach Wilson in his development in year one. You're looking at a team that did bring in Elijah Moore in the draft. They also brought in, of course, Corey Davis this offseason, still have Jamison Crowder. This team is much improved, but I think Zach Ertz would definitely help that tight end position. Ryan Griffin, Chris Herndon, they're just not going to get the job done, in my opinion, when you're looking at that tight end group. I know Herndon has some potential. He just has been so up and down. Part of that might be the quarterback play, but I think Zach Ertz still a big-time improvement there for the New York Jets. Also looking at a team that could use a tight end yet at this point is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they brought in Tim Tebow. I think they're going to use him more as a Taysom Hill type of player. He's going to catch some balls, but mostly he's going to be used for some wildcat packages, do some weird things with him. I don't think that they look at him as a true number one tight end, and I don't think they should look at him as a true number one tight end. He's 33 years old, has never played the position before. I like the signing of Tim Tebow because it gives you a little bit of a wrinkle into what you can do, and a little bit of fun stuff as well as a locker room presence. But Zach Ertz definitely a talent improvement there at tight end for Jacksonville if they do look that direction. O'Shaughnessy's back as well. He's more of a blocking tight end. They need someone who's going to be a real pass catcher for Trevor Lawrence, and I think Zach Ertz could definitely be that on day one there in Jacksonville. Another team that I think would be very interesting yet at this point would be the Miami Dolphins. And you might be questioning why, because they already have Mike Gesicki there, but you're looking at bringing in Ertz as maybe their number 2 tight end. This is a move that would make some sense for Miami in terms of adding in a tight end. They already brought in Jalen Waddle in the draft, Will Fuller as well. Devontae Parker on the outside. They've got guys who can stretch the field, some real burners. Gesicki, another very athletic tight end, very, very good at stretching the field as well, vertical threat, and has some good athleticism. Zach Ertz kind of gives you a little bit of that balance as the number 2 tight end there. He can run those shorter, in-breaking routes, out-breaking routes, and just be a really, really nice option for Tua Tagovailoa. Give him a little bit of a security blanket underneath. I think that would be a very nice move for Miami. And of course, the one team that everyone has to have on their radars when it comes to Zach Ertz is the Los Angeles Chargers. They lost Hunter Henry in free agency. There's not a better option out there than Zach Ertz to come in and replace Hunter Henry. The Tennessee Titans also lost Jonnu Smith, but I don't think that they're going to be as aggressive looking for someone to catch the ball like Zach Ertz. I think the LA Chargers really, really need it. And one common denominator through a lot of these teams that I mentioned just now is young quarterbacks. Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa. We've also mentioned Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence. A lot of these teams need guys who are going to be security blankets under the middle of the field. Someone like Zach Ertz who's going to take some of the pressure off decision making. You know he's going to get open. You know he's going to use his body well to position himself in ways to cut off the defender and just move the chains every once in a while. I think that's really important for some of these young quarterbacks. Even the oldest quarterback I've mentioned so far has been Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. We know he's not even through his rookie contract yet. There's a lot of different aspects to this that I think Zach Ertz could bring a lot of help to. Now, the tight end position doesn't get used like it used to necessarily. Zach Ertz kind of a dying breed. You see the NFL transitioning more to a vertical threat type of league. Guys like Darren Waller, Travis Kelce, George Kittle even. I know how great of a blocker he is and how great he can be underneath, but he's still at his best when he's stretching the field as a tight end. But Zach Ertz brings a little bit something different. Now, one question for me is Ertz is on a bigger contract. He's due $8 million this next year. That is a quite hefty price for a tight end. I'm not going to lie about that, guys. But I think that there's a lot of value bringing him in to help a young quarterback develop. And also have some of these teams that are, trying to get to new heights. The Bills trying to reach the Super Bowl. You're looking at the Dolphins trying to make the playoffs, the Jets, Jaguars, Chargers really trying to just improve their roster in general around their young quarterbacks. They all have steps to make, and I think Zach Ertz is someone who could be acquired at a pretty reasonable price at this point. I expect him to get traded probably for a 5th round or 6th round pick, honestly, just because of his contract, his age, his production last year. I don't think that there's going to be a huge price tag on him. Let me know if there's a team you think I missed in this video that would be a great landing spot. Maybe the Cincinnati Bengals. I didn't mention them. That would make some sense as well. But let me know in the comments where you think Zach Ertz is going to land. Let me know what you think a good landing spot would be for him as well, and how much a team's going to have to give up to acquire Zach Ertz. Interesting scenario to watch. We'll come with the breaking news when a move does happen. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Thanks again so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, and we'll catch you in the next Utility Sports video.